Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to show you guys how to set up a automated mining factory, basically. So automation, talking about having your NPCs just farm whatever you want for you. So in the beginning of the game, probably the most valuable thing that you're going to want early on is clay, lots of clay. So I'm going to show you guys an example of how I used to get clay. And this is like the first tier of it, of how you set it up. So what you do is you find a place with clay, usually by the riverbeds or by these like water areas, whatever, where there's clay at. And then what you do is you make a custom marker. So, which would be R. So you create a marker and you name it clay. That way you know. You select whatever icon that you want and then you hit continue, and that will make the marker. Then what you want to do is go to Tribes Worksman and you're gonna select new task. This is just my regular at-home miner, that's why he's got some other random stuff on here, but pretend he's got no work stuff on him. Then you go to Wild Collection and you select your clay that you just typed in, your custom marker. So that'll tell him a location to go to, and it'll give him a pretty small radius to work within. It's not the biggest of radius. Then you're going to want him to go mining. So you select mining. And then you hit save work, and he will automatically start farming and going in the area. And I recommend you to at least put down a chest, that way he can store all the stuff in a chest, and make sure you have the chest selected as minerals, because that's where this stuff will go. You don't want anything else to be collected in there anyways. And then make sure you have the corresponding tool inside their inventory. And make sure they have quite a lot, because they will go through the durability like it's nothing. So you want to put really good quality. So this is my really early miner, so his stuff is pretty much almost gone through. He's only got like one bronze pick left, but you want to put a lot of stuff on there with a lot of durability. Now depending on what you're farming, like if it's bronze, then you're gonna need something at least beast bone pick. If it's iron, you're gonna need bronze pick, you know, and so forth. Make sure whatever you're farming, you have the corresponding tool to actually extract what you want. So that is how you do that. That's how you set up the first stage. But once you get into the bronze era, you'll unlock the ability to craft these yards in an excavation pit. These are really nice for finiting and telling your tribesmen exactly what you want to farm. So let's say, again, I want to farm nothing but clay. So even with the waypoints, he's going to go to there and he's going to just farm the minerals in that area. But sometimes he's going to pick up stone. Sometimes he's going to pick up other random stuff. And you don't want that. You just, let's just say you just want clay. You just want a bunch of clay, and that's all you want. So what you do with excavation building, you can specify what you want to farm and what he's going to put in here. So what you do is go to Worksman, you select Workshop Collection, you select Excavation Pit, and then you select what you want him to farm. Now I highly recommend you selecting just one resource. You can do multiple, and it also depends on which area you're in, but if you have multiple, most likely your NPC is just gonna bug out and freak out and start looking at the ceiling or something. So you want to just specify one specific thing. So in this case, we're doing clay. We're gonna leave clay unselected. Now if you leave something else like stone or something, he's gonna just freak out and do random stuff. Then again, it depends on your area, but it's best if you don't want your NPC to just do random stuff and stare at the ground. This is the best way to do it. So once you selected your resource that you want him to farm and only farm, select this, hit save, Then make sure he has tools in his inventory, which he does. And then what I'm gonna do is end his deployment. Actually, before we do that, I have to actually drag this to the top to make it his priority. So there we go. We dragged it to the top, and he will actually go out and just farm clay. Get that clay. Get that clay. Now when you're doing this, make sure they're at least decently geared and some weapons and stuff. Yeah, I know this is not the greatest of gear, but it'll do for this region. It's plenty. So what he'll do is completely farm nothing but clay. He'll just go after clay. And then once he has his clay and he's full, he'll dump it in here. So that's how you set that up. What the hell is going on here? They captured her. Alright, well, that was the first time seeing that. Anyhow, I want to show you guys an example of how I do my iron mining. So, where I'm located is up over here in northern, just north of the Saber-Tooth boss, up in this area, right next to this beast lair, the Elite Wasteland Wolf, and it's pretty much quite a bit of iron in here. Not really too much danger besides, I guess, being captured, which is first time seeing that actually. It's been like 4 or 5 days, and she's been pretty good. And I have it set up to where she doesn't get too close to this elite dude, because I think it'll be a really close fight if they fight. But she's not exactly geared the best, so I want her to like stay away from that threat. And also there's sometimes some wasteland dogs over here. Yeah, these guys, I want her to stay away from them as well, because 3-on-1 the NPC has a little bit of a trouble dealing with that, especially with her poop gear that she has. But anyhow, she goes out and she farms iron, no problem, and I have to make sure she has at least bronze and above pick, otherwise she's not going to be able to farm these. So I gotta make sure I have that on her, or iron, and she'll be able to farm all this iron and stuff. But anyhow, she will bring it to here, and she's already got a little bit. She ain't gonna get a huge amount because you get like 10 or something per node. But anyhow, plus she's not like a dedicated miner. She doesn't have her proficiencies up and stuff like that. But yeah, she'll do that, and since I'm very far away from her, she has her own little bed, her own little campfire set up, and a roof to hide from the rain so it doesn't cancel this out. I could have her maintain the bonfire, but yeah, we're getting too off topic here. But anyway, that is basically how I set up this system. And oh wait, I should probably show you her work stuff. So it's the same thing, excavation pit. And it's just iron ore. I did have her try and do tin ore and like soul and stuff, because you do get like silver and gold from this, and I wanted to capitalize on that, but she just freaks out and stares off into space if I select anything else. So I just kept it to iron, and she does just that, just get iron. So that's been working out. I guess one more thing that I want to show you guys real quick is you can set the radius with this excavation pit. So unlike map locations, you can't set the radius, but with this you can set the coverage. So you can go a maximum of 60 meters or a minimum of 10 meters. So this is great if you want to kind of dial it in a little more fine-tune of like where you want them to farm. So this is pretty nice. Plus you can do show area, and it'll show exactly the radius of where they're farming. That's about it. That's how you set up automated farming, or not farming, but mining, automated mining. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.